Heard someone got shot today. I had a tummy ache this morning. Stay alive out there.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. For those of you that have been with me for a little while now, you guys pretty much will know what I've been doing. I've been doing it for months. I've been exposing the left. I've been exposing the evil side of them. I've been exposing the mental illness side of them. That's what I've been doing. For those of you that have been here for a while are fully aware of this. I'm not your typical liberal meltdown, liberal tears channel. That's not what I'm here for. And let me just put it out there, just to make it clear. Since Charlie Kirk was assassinated 13 days ago, the first 3 videos that I put up about Charlie Kirk was nothing but positivity. During those 3 videos, I told you guys, the negative videos are gonna have to come. These people's faces need to be exposed. The internet is forever, we have to make their faces forever. So then when I put out those last 2 videos, I mean, obviously some people here and there in the comments don't actually watch and listen to what I talk about. They probably just click on my videos, watch some clips, have some liberal tears, laughs, and then leave and make their merry way and don't actually listen to what the hell I'm actually talking about. So if there's anybody out there that has the impression that I am trying to make those big YouTube dollars off of Charlie Kirk's death and that I'm grifting off of Charlie Kirk's death, you obviously do not know me very well. I post videos pretty much well on a daily basis. I've posted 5 videos in the past 13 days. If I was grifting, I would have had 13 videos up in the past 13 days. So for my usual viewers that know me and actually listen to the words that come out of my mouth, I thank you guys, and I'm indebted to you guys for your never-ending support so far with my channel. For those of you that don't actually listen to what I talk about, but you may just happen to stumble across my channel every now and then, you should maybe actually stop and watch a video in its entirety, maybe even backtrack and watch some other videos, what I've been talking about for months now. If you're not willing to do that, and you just want to sit in the comments and claim that I'm grifting, you really don't need to be here then. With that being said, I truly do hope that you will actually listen to what I have been talking about in previous videos before this took place with Charlie Kirk. Backtrack a little bit, see what I've been talking about. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Let me stop rambling. Let's get into it.
If you're celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, you're a bad person. You're going to hell. Man. Fuck Charlie Kirk. The off-ramp to the high road is closed. We are not going to be made to feel bad about y'all bullshit hero that consistently spewed harmful rhetoric, that consistently put people's lives in danger with the bullshit platform that he was given by all of you racist goofies. This has nothing to do with conservative versus liberal. This has nothing to do with Democrat versus Republican. This has nothing to do with the left versus the right, because that's what y'all going to prop it up as. And the alleged suspect is an old white guy. But bet the mainstream media won't be talking about white-on-white violence. They won't be talking about gun control. They're going to say there was an isolated incident by a lone shooter. And they're going to hold off the identity for as long as they can, and it's going to end up being a white guy. But we're not talking about these dangerous white men that just decide to get a gun and just start killing people. We're not going to be gaslit to feel bad about a terrible person. Is what happened to him sad? Abso-fucking-lutely. However, fuck that guy. I don't condone what happened to him, but guess what? God's timing is always right. Good day, goofies.
Right now, you want to know why I'm so fucking stoked? Go ahead and Google Charlie Kirk. Go ahead, read the latest headlines, and you'll see why I'm so fucking
mispronouncing his name. It's not Charlie Kirk, it's Charlie.
And we're all in agreement that Nazis are bad, or at least we were a couple fucking years ago. But it's all I hate Nazis until a Nazi catches what was fucking coming to him.
Now there's so many funny parts about Charlie Kirk getting shot in the neck, that almost too many to count. If I had to choose one, for me personally, the funniest part is that on the way out, he hit him with one of these.
I'm sorry, but if I see one more person say that he was a man of God, you know what? I need to go fucking touch grass.
Yes, he deserves to die, and I hope he burns in hell. And I really don't want to hear any moral superiority from the people who were just laughing about undocumented immigrants getting eaten up by alligators, okay? That motherfucker had to go.
Wait, guys, did you hear? The craziest thing about Charlie Kirk's shooting yesterday is that Donald Trump is still in the Epstein files. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's in them. He's in them. Release them. Release them.
I'm just really glad Charlie Kirk just got himself fucking shot, because he's right. Empathy is dangerous to society. So no one should give a fuck that he's dead. He said it. I'm just saying his words. All I'm doing is using his words. You can't be mad at me for using his words. I think empathy is a new wave thing and is very problematic. You right. No empathy for you. Zero. We're gonna push it. We're gonna see how far we can push it. I was not kidding when I said if you were gonna get the job done, there were two better candidates. And furthermore, when that happens, and it will, it will, not only will we be insensitive, that'll be the least of your worries. But it's gonna be the biggest fucking celebration, the biggest, most beautiful celebration on planet Earth. On planet Earth right now. The entire planet is gonna celebrate when he takes a turn. Finally.
So this clip has been floating around probably for a good solid week now. It's been on other channels for sure. There's no way that anybody would not use that clip. The reason I want to use it is just because she's absolutely batshit crazy. It's not so much how she's being so disrespectful about Charlie Kirk's death. She's just jumping right onto like, okay, next, can we start talking about Trump and JD Vance now? And she's got zero fear. Guys, out here in Canada, we have a lot of liberals. You guys know this already. We don't have that many like this. This is where I gotta say, you guys in the United States, you guys really got the shitty end of the stick, because not only do you have liberals, you have heavily medicated on antipsychotic mental illness liberals. Now, overall, I think liberalism, overall, just the ideology, the worldview, I believe that is a mental illness. But when you start adding in antipsychotics, this is the recipe you come up with afterwards. Think about it. She's in her house by herself with her cats, laughing her ass off like this. She's really feeling joy. She's getting a real tingly, tickly little feeling inside thinking about these deep, dark thoughts. And let's be real here. You guys have an abundance of people like this. I mean, she's a little bit special. She's got like that, you know, that wicked witch cackle. Like the only thing she's really missing is a broom. She's totally got that type of laugh and that little type of cackle happening. But if we were to go back in time 45 years, where do you think this lady would be? She wouldn't be sitting by herself in an apartment. She wouldn't be freely walking the streets. She'd probably have a straitjacket on. This is where I truly do feel bad for the American citizens that have common sense and sanity, knowing that there's people like this, to this magnitude of mental illness, out there walking freely on your streets. Don't get me wrong, there's liberalism all around the world. They all have the same crazy worldview, but to this extent, this is truly dangerous. To think that there is people like this out there that have the legal right to cast a ballot to choose who would be the next leader of your country, that's truly scary.
You guys are just so horrible. He was shot in front of his 2 kids. He was a father.
So was Osama bin Laden. But also, real quick, weren't you guys the ones who said that you wanted to create a reality TV show of immigrants escaping Alcatraz and being eaten by alligators? Weren't you guys the ones? Yeah, Christina and Donald Trump were talking about it in a press briefing. Yeah, that was you. So I'm sorry, empathy? The man who literally just lost his life said that empathy makes you weak. So who am I? I'm listening to the man. Who am I to have empathy? That's weak. It's weak. We need to be strong. No empathy for this man. He would want it that way, okay, guys? But also, like, he had kids. Yeah. And the parents also had kids in school shootings, and now they're gone. So, yeah. Thoughts and prayers, though.
I will always celebrate the demise of people that happily dehumanize disenfranchised communities. And if that makes me a bad person, well then, I'm a bad little boy. Hey Siri, play Livin' La Vida Loca.
Oh, when Charlie Kirk died. Oh my god. This is the same fucker that said on a fucking live debate that if his 10-year-old daughter was raped, he'd force her to have the fucking baby. This is the same guy that said a few gun deaths every year was necessary to keep our Second Amendment right. I don't feel bad that he got shot, and neither should you.
Where the fuck was this guy last summer, huh? We got Captain Earhole in our greatest time of need, and this motherfucker's over here breaking necks from 200 yards away. What the fuck? Couldn't have picked a better target? Charlie Kirk? Really? Okay. Rest in piss, I guess.
On one hand, I was praying for assassins to come back. You know what I'm saying? So on the other hand, how can we hire this nigga to get exactly who we want? Like, he was so close. Now, let's try harder, you know what I'm saying? Look at the pamphlet we sent out.
We got Charlie in the neck. We got Charlie in the neck. Who's up next? We got Charlie in the neck. We got Charlie in the neck. We got Charlie in the neck. Who's up next? We got Charlie in the neck.
Seeing so many people venerate a person who would say the things that this man said about black people, seeing them put him on a pedestal, and seeing people get fired because they simply said, I'm not celebrating it, but I'm not going to give it my focus because they felt like he offended them. They don't understand how that makes people that look like me feel. We did not grow up during a time when people could be so open about their hate towards us. So seeing this now is just, it's unsettling. And then you have NFL teams that are holding moments of silence for this person. But what about other people who have died in this country that didn't make their name off of disguising hatred as the word of God? It's scary. It is. I have never been more scared to be a black woman or the mother to a black son in my life.
Okay, so to this young lady here, she seems like a nice girl. Most people would genuinely feel pretty bad for her. I mean, look how red her nose is. She's been crying for a little while. Her eyes are super watery. Her nose is all puffy and red. The fact that she has truly cried and she's sitting there worried, how can people be giving him such respect? How can people actually love him? This is truly scary. The fact that she is this worried with tears in her eyes shows that she did absolutely zero research on who Charlie Kirk was. She relied on nothing more than little snippets, little video snippets taken out of context, little sayings and quotes that other people took out of context. She's just relying on parroted information that's out there intentionally to smear him. Because if anybody who's a grown adult that has true critical thinking that they boast about so much, did their own research and listened to Charlie Kirk in full context and actually watched his debates, watched how he interacted with people, watch how he interacted with black people, watch how he interacted with gay people, watch how he interacted with transgender people. From beginning to end, There's no way on earth they can sit there in front of a camera, bawling their eyes out, claiming that they're terrified and that they're scared for their children in the future. And then to top it off, she wants to start digging into some lies, talking about people being fired. And they weren't fired because of celebrating it. They were fired because they weren't giving Charlie Kirk's death their focus. I'm sorry, young lady, absolute bullshit. Nobody was fired because they couldn't be bothered to acknowledge Charlie Kirk died. Nobody got fired because they weren't showing him the proper respect with his death. They got fired because they were dancing in front of cameras like little demons, little evil, spoiled brats. People that have no heart, people that have no soul. It's absolutely not in violation of your First Amendment rights whatsoever. You can take that shit, throw it right out the window. If I was an employer, and it does not matter who is working for me and who died, if I seen them celebrating the death with that look in their eyes, you would realize, holy shit, my employee's an evil, sick, twisted piece of shit. I don't want this person working here anymore. And then I'm sorry, I have seen, since September 10th, I have seen a lot of black people that lean left, because the ones that lean right use common sense, they have sanity, they know what's really going on. The ones that lean left, they've been trying to play the race card the best they can. Like, I truly don't understand. I've seen a lot of black people get in front of cameras and always asking, why is the spotlight always on us? Why do you guys always have to talk about us? Why don't you guys just leave us alone? All right, the spotlight's been off you guys for about a week and a half now, and it almost feels like people are jumping in front of cameras begging to get the spotlight back on them, because Charlie Kirk's death has nothing to do with any form of skin color. So I don't know why, and it's the black community in particular, seems to really want to make it about black people for some reason. So, you know, truth is, to all of you liberals out there, each and every last one of you, all of you that feel like you're victims, all of you that feel like you're oppressed, all of you guys that keep talking about dictatorship and fascism and Trump's terrible, he's Hitler and all that blah, 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 all of that bullshit. When a bad person dies, an evil person dies, when a racist dies, they don't have people celebrating his life all across the world in several different countries. Countries that don't even speak English as a first language, you have them out there marching down the streets. We are Charlie Kirk. Look at his memorial. I'm sorry, you had about 70,000 people crammed in that building, and you had tens of thousands of people more crammed in a building across the street from there. People do not come from across the country to attend somebody's funeral that they did not know that was a bad person. You guys, again, you know, critical thinking, pattern recognition, all that other crap, you guys think that you'd pick up on this by now. The fact that when George Floyd died, you guys had what, like 600 different riots? How many riots were there under Charlie Kirk's death? None. What did you have instead? You had people doing Jesus walks, you had people doing candlelit vigils, you had people celebrating all over the world. But no, instead of realizing reality, because the black community would honestly take insult to what I'm saying right now, they would look at it like, well, Charlie Kirk's just getting all of this respect because of white supremacy, all this love worldwide. How many white supremacists do you think are out there, especially the ones that don't have my skin color? How do you explain that? A lot of people on your side of the playing field woke up and realized they've been playing for the wrong team for years now. I don't know what it's going to take for the rest of you to wake up. I don't know if you guys are ever going to wake up. But believe me when I say this, you're on the wrong side of history. This is extremely evident right now, because I know there's a special energy that's been out there for the past week and a half, and I know you people on the wrong side could feel it too. This should be a gigantic hint to you that you guys messed up big time. So there's no reason for anybody to be hopping in front of a camera like this young lady here, full of tears and confusion, not understanding why people are showing Charlie Kirk such praise and such love. If what you've seen happening around the world for the past week and a half does not wake you up, nothing ever will.
Charlie Kirk died, and that's amazing, obviously, but I can't even enjoy it because we live in 2025. We don't get good things. So as much as I want to believe that this is like an act of political protest and people are rising up and things are about to get better, I'm like, it was the government. It was too clean of a shot. They didn't catch the guy, but also they did arrest a random protester. Classic. And I'm like, oh, Charlie Kirk was a sacrificial lamb so that the government could be like, political violence is getting out of control. We need to pull back the Second Amendment, and the Supreme Court won't stop it after the whole like overturning of the Fourth Amendment that basically happened last week. And so like I can't even enjoy this. So I'm like, oh, this is the government giving us a little taste of joy, just like take our rights away. Also, apparently I like the Second Amendment now. Like, what the fuck is happening? I'm so over this timeline. I swear to God, if they try to take the Second Amendment and their conservatives are suddenly like, yeah, we need to do that, I'm going to be so mad, because that's the only thing those people are good for. When the revolution strikes, they are our army. And if they let them take the guns, we're fucked.
Isn't it just so refreshing to finally see an assassination pulled off successfully for once? I mean, talk about professionalism at the right time.
What's the difference between me and Charlie Kirk?
You know who also had a family? Osama bin Laden. Who else had a family and was Christian? The Mustache Man.
So someone gave Charlie Kirk a free Jet 2 holiday the day before the OG Jet 2 holiday?
The fact that I am getting death threats on my birthday of all days because Charlie Kirk died is fucking ridiculous. Like, grow the fuck up. Seriously, if you can't handle a difference in politics and you need to resort to violence over it, then you have serious problems.
Is it wrong if I say fuck his wife and his kids too? Bitch, I don't give a fuck about any of them. I promise you I don't. Y'all like fuck him, but condolences to his wife and his 2 kids. Fuck them all. Who said we had to care about them? As if they do not live and operate under the same ideologies as him, as the father and the husband.
To be honest, I think the only thing that downgraded as like us as a nation is we don't treat Nazis like we did back in World War II. Because why do I keep saying, oh, you know, you should feel bad for him, blah, 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 blah. Fool was a Nazi. And where did all the energy of let's kill all Nazis, like, where did it go, you know?
So we all saw, right, how streams for No One Mourns the Wicked surged the day it happened. Which, yes, that's funny and very, like, indicative of the state that we're in as a country, and also a very cool preview of what will happen when the big one happens. But all of that aside, the question I now have is that big one going to happen, or do we think the big one's going to happen before Wicked for Good comes out? Right? So that, like, the promo for it will be, like, really good. Like, top tier. I mean, can y'all imagine the promo for a movie about battling and taking down, like, an authoritarian regime with our authoritarian having recently died? Like, oh, I can't think of anything better. Anything. The only potential roadblock I see here is that we're kind of running out of time. What do you guys think? Will we get so lucky? I really hope so, but in today's world with today's people in charge, you never fucking know what the next day is gonna bring. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. And don't forget, while I have you, like, repost, share with a friend, and follow me for more like this.
If anybody ever needs proof that true evil and demons walk in the flesh, look no further than this guy's TikTok page. Yeah, don't get me wrong, he's never angry, he's always joyful. That's the creepy thing. He has filmed several videos since Charlie Kirk has died, addressing Charlie Kirk, probably at least a good 10 of them now. That video was from the 13th of September, and he's already talking about Trump dying. So like the crazy lady from the first segment of this video here, this is another individual where I feel sorry for the United States citizens that you guys have liberals that are to this extent of mentally ill. This is one of those liberals, as soon as he found out Charlie Kirk was pronounced dead, within 20 seconds of the first video he filmed, he was already giggling, talking about gun reform and, you know, do you kind of regret your decision now, what you said, Charlie? Like, he had zero mercy. You think, you know, they can at least try and act like they're a human being of some sort, but no, not these people whatsoever. They don't care what anybody thinks about them because the truth is, in their mind, They think that majority of people think like them. And the worst part about it is they are absolutely 100% used to jumping in front of cameras, hitting record, and facing zero repercussions for the words that come out of their mouth. These are the type of words that he's speaking about, with fascism and dictatorship. This is spread all across his videos. Nazis and, Hitler and the usual rhetoric that they keep speaking about when it comes to Donald Trump. This is the type of thing that got Charlie Kirk killed. This type of talk. Yet 3 days later, he's already talking about, when are we going to be able to take out Trump? Do you think they'd be able to do it before this other movie comes out? Because it would just be fitting. This movie would fit it happening like in real life as well. It would just be perfect. Not only do they not have any true empathy, and don't get me wrong, guys, I'm looking for zero drops of empathy when it comes to anybody out of the left. The creepy part is, the dangerous part is, they have no fear. They've already moved on. Some of them have realized that posting up bad videos celebrating Charlie Kirk's death was a huge mistake. You know how many accounts on TikTok, guys, have removed their video? How many accounts have gone private? This is the reason why I repost their videos, because they think, oh, I just want to delete this. I want this gone. It was a big mistake. No, sorry, it's too late. The internet is forever. These videos will be on X forever. Now they could also be on YouTube forever as well. But then you'll have the whack jobs like this guy who really, he doesn't give two shits. He's posting up more and more and more videos about this. It truly is a sad state of affairs that we are in now. Like, society is just so divided. I never really thought I would see it turn this way with it when it comes to citizens within one country. My own neighboring citizens. I had a talk with a lady today who was completely on the left. We stayed civil with each other. I know her from dog walks, but I just, I didn't really push it because it would just end up turning into an argument of some sort. And it really shouldn't be that way. It never used to be that way in my country. It didn't matter if you were right or left. You were still civil with each other. You never really spoke politics. Now, once you find out somebody's on the opposite side of the field, it's like, oh, you're one of those. And you all of a sudden become the opponent. But out there in the US, it's even a little level higher than that. And I'll say it again, it's because of the antipsychotics. It's because everybody out there on the left that's middle-aged, young-aged, are also heavily medicated. When you take liberalism with medication, it's really a terrible combination. So for you guys out there, it just goes one step beyond opponent and it becomes enemy. And not as much for people on the right. Like, I know if you guys bump into somebody who's a leftist, you're more than willing to kind of give them a chance to be civil with them. But as soon as they find out that you are on the right, that you're conservative, Republican, you're instantly labeled as one of those devils wearing a red hat that's a cultist. You are the enemy. And just as I said a few videos ago, I do not think this divide will be repaired. I think this divide at this point now is permanent. I do believe that there will be some people that are left-leaning, a little bit more moderately, that will eventually still wake up. A lot of people have, as of recent. There will be more that do wake up and say, you know what, I don't want to have anything to do with those guys. They will kind of dwindle off and shrink in sizes. But until then, even if they get small, it doesn't mean that they're going to not be dangerous. So patching it up, trying to unite with them in any way whatsoever that's civil, forget about it. That's done. That's over with. At least right now, that's how it looks. Kicking them all out of the country, a little bit unrealistic. That's never going to happen either. The only option, and it's not even an option, the only thing that can be done, and it's non-optional, is to not let them back in the White House. During the past 7 to 8 months, they have really shown their true colors. In the past 13 days, they have damn well let everybody know what their true colors are. Could you imagine if these people ever got back in power, what that would mean for people on the right? I'll say this, after 9/11 happened, and the impression was that your country was under attack, everybody united together. If you told me 24 years later that this is how society would be with one another, so extremely divided, I would have never believed it. All right, guys, we are going to call it quits there for this video. I have maybe one, possibly two of these liberal demon style videos left. I'm doing it solely for the purpose, I guess, to kind of like make a little database of their faces online permanently. I'm still digging. I'm even backtracking to days of September 10th, September 11th. So even if you guys have seen some of these clips, I'm doing this intentionally so I try and get every single one of their faces up and online. I'm thinking maximum 2 more videos left. After that, we're gonna move on to something else with a little bit more positivity, I guess you can say. So with that being said, you guys stay positive, stay safe, keep your heads up, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys.
So I'm getting comments about people being upset that I'm talking positively about Charlie Kirk's passing. And I just want to remind everybody that he didn't believe in the concept of empathy, so why the fuck should we extend it to him? He wouldn't want us to. He said it himself that people passing is okay. For gun ownership, it's worth it. He literally said out of his own mouth that his own passing is worth it. That the sacrifice is worth it. If anything, he just manifested this for himself. Why should I sit around feeling sorry for him and his family when this is exactly what he advocated for? It's poetic justice. It is so ironic. How can I not talk about how ironic that is? And yeah, I'm sure his family's sad, but you know what else they learned today? Bad things happen to people who spread hateful rhetoric. And if you spread hateful rhetoric, people are probably gonna hate you. So maybe don't fucking do that. How am I at fault here for a man suffering the consequences of his own fucking actions? So obviously. This man would rather I die than have access to healthcare, so I have empathy for most people. But if you openly advocate against empathy, I'm not gonna have empathy for you. Yet all the people who agree with him suddenly have empathy. Oh, empathy's not a sickness now that it's in regards to someone you care about.